all the way down here looking for little treasures and trinkets and...
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy.
Oh my god, that's so cute! I love it! It's so cute! Anyways, greetings, Earthlings. My name is Capacity Moon 90, and welcome back to Rise of the Tomb Raider VR. So, let's see. I'm down here in the basement, or cellar, if you want to call it. Nah, either way. I am still trying to find information. Yeah. I think this building could stand for some replacements. What's in here? Locked. Gotta go upstairs.
Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights.
Understandable, a little bit.
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice. Like those days in the Oxford Library before we even met. I just had my nose in a book, lost in my own world. I am such a fool. I have let my obsession with this damned ritual of long life rule my better judgment for far too long, and it may already be too late. How could I have not seen this coming? I've made this mistake over and over, always putting my research before my personal life. But it's never hurt like this before. I simply cannot live without her. If I have to give up this accursed quest that has plagued me for so long, then so be it. I am going after her, right now, tonight.
That's very sweet of you. And I'm glad you understand that what you're doing could possibly affect your life as well. Sometimes we have to give up the thing that we love the most in order to achieve our dreams. I mean, or is it vice versa? I heard that from Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2? Well, truth be told, I do understand what he's going through. Not saying that I've ever fallen in love before, mind you. That's a long shot for me. But maybe one day.
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
I always accepted
Library?
that Richard's rather unorthodox research was just something I had to live with. But this time, the thrill of discovery has taken hold of me. I never imagined I could be drawn in this way. Richard cabled to tell me he's found the monastery. The symbol we deciphered in the scroll was the key to its location. I don't know if I honestly believe that this will lead to the fabled elixir of life, but I can't help but feel that a great secret awaits us there. My brother was threatening to shut down the expedition, but I managed to talk him down for the time being. Now I am going to meet Richard. I would bring Lara if I could, but she's still too young. She'll be in good hands with Winston, and when we return, her parents might just be a bit more famous.
You mean richer? Because I like the sound of being richer.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure, my favorite painting by Amelia, the day of our wedding anniversary.
Okay, got to
Those
find
are the
those
clues
objects to figure
the
out
safe?
the combination to the safe. There's something else here.
Interesting. Oh! Aw!
This is
What's
my
this?
handiwork. I used to love drawing pictures of tigers.
That's a tiger? Oh my god.
So
I
many
mean, you
hours
can
in
kind
here,
of tell with the
reading,
stripes.
dreaming of my own adventures.
Well, may as well do a little bit more exploring to see what else we could find. What's this?
I've reached the monastery. As Roth predicted, it was hidden deep in the Himalayas. And now that I'm standing on these high stone walls, I am overwhelmed by the sheer beauty of the mountains that surround me. It is simply breathtaking. But what adds to their spiritual majesty is the truth of this place. The monks welcomed me, as is their way, but they seemed to expect me. They must have known someone like me would eventually come seeking answers. I know this is the place. They've conducted the ritual before. I have seen the evidence, the distinctive symbols carved into the floors, the art displayed on the inner chamber's walls. They've created the elixir before, and they will again if I can convince them. I sent Amelia a message straight away. I want her by my side for this discovery.
That is the common courtesy, but... Wait, the elixir of life? Is that the immortality thing? But still, I imagine not many people have used it.
You with its sweets for me to find.
Aw, I imagine most of those sweets have rotted over the years.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Yeah, the hieroglyphs tell a tale, as long as you know how to read them. Let's see. Unfortunately, I don't know my ancient Egyptian, but I did learn a little bit from the mummy.
These two myths are referencing the same source material. But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been paying attention, haven't you? This could be an important breakthrough.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
It means you're the brightest of your age.
I've created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me in Morocco so many years ago. At the time, I remember being so annoyed by that rather aggressive street vendor, but she just smiled in her sunny way and paid him without a second thought. I assumed it was just a tourist scam, but it actually works. Turns out it requires a very specific kind of vellum and a heat source to illuminate the ink after it's dried. It should prove a nice challenge for Lara to puzzle out.
So most of the notes that you've given me are basically using invisible ink. And they conceal a secret that only fire
It
can
appears
show.
Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly?
Well, you gotta find it, maybe. There has to be more Oh, stairwell! Trying to check to see if there's more places for me to discover. Can I reach? There we go.
Blank,
What's this?
except for the image of a key.
Wait. This must be the invisible ink thing they were talking about. All I gotta do is
I
try
remember
to
this
find a
map now. It
fireplace.
leads to the master key. We made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire. I think I stashed one of Winston's master keys in here when I was a kid.
But where? I don't remember seeing much down here. Okay, here's the fireplace. Now all I need is a lighter. But where am I supposed to find... Maybe...
Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it, though.
Must have been a good guy. Not much of a smoker.
Okay. Should be able to light the fireplace now.
Excellent. Okay. And now...
This should help me read the map. I can see the map. Looks
Let's
like
see
the
what
key
it
is
says.
hidden under a trunk near the bookcase.
A trunk near the bookcase.
Excellent.
Looks like I've got some exploring to do. And it looks like that's all the time I've got left for this particular episode. So I'm going to have to say thank you everybody so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, share, and or subscribe, and check out the other list of videos that I've done before in the past. Thank you, and I will see you in the stars. End transmission for now. I've got some exploring of myself to do. Bye-bye!
I'll see you on my next adventure.